Planning your first international trip and feeling a bit overwhelmed? Don't worry, we've got your back. It's true, stepping into unknown territory can feel like a daunting task. The language barrier, cultural differences, and even the simple act of navigating new streets can seem like a mountain to climb. But let's take a moment to shift our perspective. Instead of seeing these as challenges, let's view them as exciting opportunities for growth and discovery. With a sprinkle of planning and a dash of courage, these seemingly overwhelming tasks can turn into the highlights of your journey. The world is full of wonders waiting to be discovered, and traveling internationally is your ticket to experiencing these firsthand. So whether you're setting foot on a new continent or simply crossing the border into a neighboring country, it's time to embrace the adventure. So let's dive right into the top 10 tips for first-time international travelers. First things first, check your passport and visa requirements. Now this is not as daunting as it sounds. Your passport is your personal identification on an international level. It's your ticket to the world. Make sure you have one and it's valid for at least 6 months beyond your planned return date. Now, let's talk visas. These are permissions granted by foreign governments allowing you to visit their country for a specific period. Not all countries require visas, but many do. Check the requirements for your destination well in advance as processing times can vary. What if you need to renew your passport or apply for a visa? Start early. These processes can take time and last-minute hitches can lead to heartbreaks. Always keep a digital copy of your passport and visas just in case. Traveling internationally is exciting, but preparation is key. Remember, nothing spoils a trip quicker than being turned away at the airport because of expired or missing documents. The next step is to research your destination thoroughly. It's crucial to understand the culture and customs of the country you're visiting. This not only shows respect to the locals, but also enriches your own travel experience. You may find out about local festivals, traditional dishes, or unique customs that you might want to participate in or observe. Safety is another significant aspect to consider. Researching about the crime rates, safe and unsafe areas, and common scams in your destination can save you from potential mishaps. Next, familiarize yourself with local laws. Some countries have strict rules about things we may find commonplace. So, it's better to be safe than sorry. Checking travel advisories is also key. These can provide you with updates on political situations, health warnings, or natural disaster alerts. Knowledge is power, and the more you know, the more confident you will feel. Health and safety should always be a priority when traveling. To ensure a carefree journey, securing a comprehensive travel insurance is of utmost importance. It's the safety net you hope you never need, but would be thankful for if you do. It can cover everything from medical emergencies to lost luggage. Next, protect yourself against potential health risks by getting the necessary vaccinations. Each country has its own set of recommended vaccinations, so make sure to check with a travel health specialist or your local health department before you jet off. Last but certainly not least, always pack a well-stocked first aid kit. It should include basics like band-aids, antiseptic wipes, pain relievers, and any prescription medication you may need. Remember, the joy of travel comes from exploring new places and creating memories, not nursing a preventable illness or injury. Your health and safety are paramount, so don't take any unnecessary risks. Now let's talk about money because it's an essential part of your travel preparation. It's always a good idea to have some local currency on hand for small purchases or emergencies. You can usually obtain this before you leave or upon arrival at your destination. Before you set off, make sure to inform your bank about your travel plans to avoid any unexpected card blocks. It's also wise to familiarize yourself with the current exchange rates to keep your spending in check. You might be tempted to rely solely on your credit card, but remember, not every place accepts them, and some might charge hefty fees for foreign transactions. So use your credit card wisely. Lastly, consider setting a daily budget. This can help you control your spending and ensure you have enough for your entire trip. Being financially prepared can save you from a lot of unnecessary stress during your trip. Packing can be a headache, but with the right approach you can pack like a pro. It starts with the golden rule of travel. Pack light. You don't need your entire wardrobe. Choose versatile pieces that can be mixed and matched. You'll thank yourself when you're not lugging around a hefty suitcase. Next, consider travel-sized toiletries. They're a game changer. Not only do they comply with airport security regulations, but they also save precious space. Now let's talk about your destination. The weather and culture should dictate what goes into your suitcase. If you're heading to a tropical paradise, don't pack heavy winter coats. Likewise, if you're visiting a country with a conservative dress code, respect their norms. And don't forget to roll, not fold your clothes. It saves space and prevents wrinkles. Remember, it's not just about what you pack, but how you pack that matters. Airports and flights can be tricky, but we have some tips to help you navigate them smoothly. Checking in online can save you a great deal of time and stress. It not only secures your seat on the plane, but also allows you to skip the long queues at the check-in counters. Arriving at the airport early is another important tip. This gives you ample time to navigate through the terminal, clear security checks, and find your boarding gate. Remember, it's always better to be early than to be sprinting through the airport to catch your flight. Understanding airport security is crucial. Keep in mind the rules about liquids in your carry-on, and make sure your electronic devices are easily accessible for screening. Long flights can be tough, but a few things can make them more bearable. Bring a good book, download your favorite shows, and don't forget to stay hydrated. When you know what to expect, airports and flights can become less intimidating. Communication is key when you're in a foreign country. You don't have to be fluent in the local language, but knowing a few basic phrases can make a world of difference. Hello, thank you, please, and I'm sorry are a good place to start. You'd be surprised by the warmth and friendliness you can attract by simply trying to speak the local tongue. But what if you're in a tight spot and need more than just basic phrases? That's where translation apps come in handy. Apps like Google Translate can help you understand and communicate effectively in a foreign language. However, communication isn't just about language, it's also about understanding and respecting local etiquettes. Every culture has its own set of unwritten rules, and being aware of them can save you from potential embarrassments. Remember, a little effort in communication goes a long way. Travel is all about experiencing new cultures. It is the spice that adds flavor to your journey. It's a wonderful opportunity to expand your horizons and embrace diversity. One of the most delightful ways to experience the local culture is through its food. Allow your taste buds to explore the culinary landscape of the place. Whether it's a bustling street market or a quaint countryside cafe, don't be afraid to try something new. Participating in local traditions is another enriching experience. It might be a traditional dance, a local festival, or a religious ceremony. These experiences not only enrich your journey, but also create lasting memories. Respect for the local culture is paramount. Remember, you are a guest in their home. Respect their customs, their etiquette, and most importantly, their people. This shows your appreciation for their hospitality and leaves a positive impression. Immerse yourself in the culture and make the most of your trip. Your journey is not just about the places you visit, but also the cultures you experience. So, those were our top 10 tips for first-time international travelers. Let's do a quick recap. We've covered the importance of timely passport and visa preparations. We've talked about the value of researching your destination thoroughly, to not only plan your itinerary, but also to respect local customs and traditions. We've discussed health and safety, reminding you to check travel advisories and get necessary vaccinations. We touched on money matters, emphasizing the need to understand exchange rates and manage your travel budget wisely. We gave you some pointers on how to pack like a pro, making sure you're prepared for any situation. We navigated the often confusing world of airports and flights, and underlined the importance of effective communication while abroad. Lastly, we encouraged you to fully experience the culture, to immerse yourself in the local life, and make the most of your trip. Remember, the world is a book, and those who do not travel read only one page. So go out there and start your adventure. Hopefully you found these tips helpful. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with other future travelers. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more travel tips and guides. We aim to make your travel experience smoother and more enjoyable. So stay tuned for more insightful content. And remember, your adventure is just a click away. Thank you for watching, and safe travels.